In this exercise, we'll convert a flat drawing of a turned part into a solid model. We'll use the X-Form Dynamic tool to rotate the right side view downward 90 degrees. We'll use the Line by End Positions tool to create a line on the front view. Then we'll use the Trim Section tool to automatically trim half of the front view away. Next, we'll use the Trim Both tool to clean up the profile in the front view. We'll use the Revolve tool to convert the profile into a turned part. Then we'll use the Cut tool to create the holes in the flange using the circles from the rotated right view. So let's work with an actual file. Open sample file KCV mandrill1.ckd. We'll switch to view 7. Let's click on the X-Form Dynamic tool. We'll rotate the right view downward 90 degrees. Using center mid, we'll select the large circle and just drag the vector. Now let's use black for a construction color. We'll use the Line by End Positions, and we'll snap a line from the midpoint here to the midpoint here. Let's click on the Trim Section tool. This is a very powerful tool, real easy to use. We'll window select the entire front view and then deselect the midline that we just created. Click on the Accept button. We're going to pick Line and Position. We'll select the line that we just made, and then using Indent we'll click down here on the circle. Notice a plane marker appears. We're going to select this vector. So everything that crosses to the front of that is blown away. Now we'll pick Delete and we'll polygon select all of those front hanging entities out there, and we'll accept that. We also need to remove the dotted lines that represent the holes. You'll find 2 dotted lines on top of 2, so you have to go back and grab those also. Now we'll use Trim Both and use that to clean up the profile. Once we do that, we can click on a Revolve icon. We'll use 360 degrees. We'll select the entire cleaned up profile, and then we'll pick that midline that we created originally. That's our axis. This creates the turned preliminary part. Next thing we're going to do is click on the Cut icon, forward and back and through all. Click on OK. We'll select the solid, and then the 6 small circles in the rotated right view. Click on Accept, and there's our finished part. So let's recap. In this exercise, we converted a flat drawing of a turned part into a solid. We used the X-Form Dynamic tool to rotate the right view downward 90 degrees. Then we used the Line by End Positions tool to create a midline on the front view. Next, we used the Trim Section tool to automatically trim half of the front view away. Then we used the Trim Both tool to clean up the profile in the front view. We used the Revolve tool to convert the profile into a turned part. Then we used the Cut tool to create holes in the flange using the circles from the rotated right view.